Good afternoon, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of the Afternoon Tea Show. We're really delighted to welcome you in our special episode. And good afternoon, Sarah.
Good afternoon, Hiba, and good afternoon, dear viewers, especially when we're talking about a special episode. But first, Hiba, let's welcome our co-hosts, Hanan and Gumar.
As you can see, ladies, I'm here at the Green Artificial Season in Kuwait. It's right by the seaside. And this is actually a monumental place in Kuwait, considered to be one of the first artificial parks in the region of the Gulf Peninsula. And as you can see beside me, people are getting prepared to take part in all the festivities and activities celebrating Kuwait's National and Liberation Day.
So, of course, we're going to continue in today's episode. We're going to know more about our guests, so stay tuned. And we are here, dear viewers, to welcome our guest in the studio with us. He is a photographer from Argentina. We'd like to welcome with us Mr. Gustavo Ferrari, as they say in Argentina, hola. And also what they say, buenos tardes.
Buenos días, buenas tardes.
Yes. Welcome.
Gracias. I'm glad to be here in this happy occasion of Kuwait.
Yes, and it's our pleasure to have you with us today. Today, since we're celebrating and talking more about the Liberation Day, we would like if you tell us more about the, let's say, about the photo gallery, about the Liberation Day. If you could express and tell us.
The photo gallery for the liberation. I came to Kuwait the 28th of February. I entered from Saudi Arabia
Yes.
to document what was the results of the invasion of Kuwait.
Yes.
Yes.
And so I documented everything, and then I produced a program and a book called Kuwait Before and After. So I photographed the places before the invasion and then the document after the invasion, which is a powerful document for people who doesn't know what happened in this country in 1990.
Yes, especially if we're talking about the generation, the one that didn't see the war, the one that didn't feel it. I mean, being a photographer is very important because you reach to a lot of people only through a photo. Like a photo could speak and present a lot of messages. So it is very important, as you just said, through the documentary itself, because it is more of a relia that everyone could, let's say, go back to in order for them to know what went there and how to preserve what they have now, of course. So, Mr. Gustavo, we want to know more about you. Like, we've heard that you've been here in Kuwait years ago. Maybe you'd like to tell us more about when did you enter Kuwait and the story itself.
Yeah, I came with my wife in 1977.
Wow.
To Kuwait. And so since then we are here. That is 44 years will be this year, which I think is a record for a foreigner to be here.
Yes.
And I am with the same wife, which is I think is another record.
Yes,
Yeah.
inshallah.
So we found in Kuwait our home. I mean the warmth of the people, and we have friends for life. And so we came to explore and to learn about the Middle East and the oil and your culture, and thinking that, okay, 2-3 years and then we go back. And then we never wanted to go back.
Yeah, and it's really interesting, especially when we're having the residents, let's say, in Kuwait. Most of us, they think that they will stay, as you mentioned, for a year or 2 or 3 and so on. But when you come and live in this country, you feel like it's your home. You don't feel like you're a stranger living in this country.
It is, yes. Yes, and as long as you have flexibility, you have to enjoy, because if you are going to compare Kuwait with what you do in your country, is different. You do something different. So and we have friends through all these years, people who is not positive and they complain and then they go.
Yeah.
But then 1-2 years later, they are calling, get me a job, I want to go back.
They have this beloved feeling, you know.
Yes.
It's I don't know how to express the feeling, but you have this feeling that you cannot leave this country. Even when we go on a vacation or
Indeed.
travel around, you have this feeling
Yeah.
that you miss, you want to come back.
Yeah, when we go to Argentina, we go say 1 month or 2 months, but after 1 month, you want to come back.
Yes.
Yes. It's really amazing to hear about this feeling, and especially expressing it from, let's say, a different point of view. But when we're talking about being a photographer and talking about how difficult is that job, especially as you just said, that you had that experience in having that documentary and coming to visit and taking a picture, especially that not only coming to take a picture, but on the time itself when it was liberated, everyone was coming back immediately. Like that was that sense of being, let's say, terrified a little bit. Are my things there? Is everything okay? Especially when we're talking about the area itself. Now you went back and you started taking these photos. Tell us about that experience. How did you feel during that journey?
Well, the liberation days were times that I will never forget. What I saw, what happened with Kuwait, it will live in my memory forever. Entering Kuwait, I never thought that was going to recover, because it was an apocalyptic scenario. I came from Saudi Arabia, as I say. I left Saudi in a sunny day. It was sunny, 7 in the morning, and when I entered Kuwait 8:30 in the morning, it was total darkness, like night,
Yeah.
because of the smoke of the oil fires.
Yes.
And then things were upside down. During the day, it was like night. You have to use the flash, or you have to have
Yeah.
the car's lights. And at that night was never totally dark because of the glare of the oil fires. Okay, so you could see in the horizon like it was coming the new day.
Yeah.
So that's why the roosters, you know,
Yes.
when they announced the new day,
Yes.
they were confused.
They were confused.
Yeah.
Yes.
They would announce the day at 10 o'clock at night because they saw the glare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really weird.
Since we talked about memories, let's talk about like good and happy moments since
Yeah.
we're talking about liberation. So I'm sure you had these kind of memories that you would never forget, the happy moments. I'm sure you shared it with people around you.
Of
Tell us
course.
more about these memories.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was to re-encounter my friends who I was separated for 7 months, and I didn't know if they were alive or not, or they were here or where, because it was total lack of communication.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So when I entered, the first thing I did was, first I had in my car, I brought my car full of supplies, because I knew that there were tough times for the guys here, even though I didn't know if I was going to find my friends or not. I have in my car milk, I had batteries and candles, and I had
I
All the
had
most
everything.
important things.
everything.
Essentials.
And then it was very emotional to find my friends. You know, one of the first that I met was Kais Al-Shati, and his father Ibrahim Al-Shati, that was in the Amiri Diwan, and it was very emotional. And then other friends like Talal Al-Othman, he was working with a corps of engineers, you know, checking for explosives, and it was really emotional, and we're
And
very
yeah, I
happy.
think he always felt like he's in his home around
Yes.
his family. You never felt like you're a stranger in this country. You felt always you're like one of this people from this country
Yeah,
itself.
exactly. Yes, I mean, we have 2 sons. They were born here and they grew up here, and they now live in Canada. They went to study there,
Yes.
and they graduate, and they marry there, and they stay. But when they come back here, it's coming home.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, that's how they feel, of course, when it comes
Yeah.
into that experience. Now, of course, when it comes into finding the culture, tell us about the we don't want to say a culture shock, but once the people who comes from abroad, they always tend to face new things in different kind of countries. So when it comes into traditions, cultures that you actually find it here in Kuwait, what are the most integrated things that you actually, let's say, loved, and maybe, let's say, even took it with you, let's say, back in Argentina, trying to present it?
Everything was shocking in a good way.
Yes.
Maybe because I and my wife we are very positive, so we say, okay, we will make this work. And the first thing was how we were received.
Yes.
Okay, as a journalist, a photographer, I was receiving the Minister of Information. At that time was Saadam Al-Jassim was the Undersecretary,
Yes.
and they received me, you know, like I felt like a king. How they receive us, they give us all the facilities and the warmth of the people. And Kuwait was not what is now. There were no highways.
Yes, it was still growing and developing.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. The population of grow up faster than all the plans that could be done. So there were huge traffic jams because there were no flyovers.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they opened the first flyovers in the 4th Ring Road, it was, you know, it was a great thing. 'Cause
Yes.
you could ease the traffic. Another thing that we found was the security, the safety. I mean, the first time we went to the souk, to Mubarkia, to the gold souk, we thought that was fake.
Oh.
I mean, to see all that gold and not see any security, any
Yes.
police.
Even when we travel sometimes, like my experience going abroad, I've always, because, you know, living in the country, which is always safe and
Yeah.
everything is secure, you never keep it in your mind that something could really happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And God forbid it actually
Yeah,
that should not
exactly.
happen. But it is that sense that you
Yeah.
can feel when you're living in a safe place that
Yes.
everywhere else is safe
Yeah.
until you discover it. Yes. So having that experience, of course, is very important
Yeah.
and to share it with everyone. As a male, we know that here in Kuwait, the most important way to gather is going to Diwania and gathering with everyone there. So tell
Yeah.
us about Diwania experience, especially when they offer dinner. I mean,
You go
Yeah.
to the Diwania, then I learned that before going to the Diwania, you have to have sandwich or something.
yes.
Because then they're going to serve dinner at 12 or
Yes.
whatever at night, and drinks a lot of tea, and answer a lot of questions because you know, people is curious where I am coming from, and then I am
Yes.
curious about the people. So it's a good bond that you
You
develop
have, yes.
in the Diwania. It's a great institution in
Yes.
Kuwait.
And I'm sure you have learned some of in Kuwaiti's culture, and let's say you took some of the habits of Kuwait.
Of course,
Changing,
yes.
because when we're talking about Western or Europe
Yeah.
culture or habits, they're totally different.
Of course, yes. Yeah, for example, the thing that I most liked when I came was to go to Mubarkia.
Yeah.
Yes.
In my free time, which being a freelancer, you have a lot of free time, and then you have a lot of working, you know, non-stop. And
Yeah.
so I would go to Mubarkia and drink tea and talk with the carpet dealer, with the
Yes.
guy who
Wow.
sells dates, or with the gold, selling gold. Still, I have friends there.
And
I
it's
go
really
there.
nice in the past.
Yeah.
Like this was how many years ago?
44
Yes.
years.
Until now, I think
Yes.
people do the same thing.
Yes, I have some friends that are still there, and I go there and we sit on the floor and we drink tea and remember the good old days.
Yes,
Yes.
the old
Yeah.
good days. And
Yeah.
it's very great to hear about your experience. I'm very sure that you actually, most important thing when you go to Mbarkia and heading to the carpet store, and everyone is know how to bargain with the price and
Of
everything.
course.
So this is the most important
Yeah, I
thing.
learned that
Yes.
and I use that in my country
Yes.
or outside, and really it gives me very big benefits.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gustavo, for your time. It was really a pleasure having you here
Thank
with
you
us.
for having me. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
And with that, dear
happy,
viewers-
happy National Day.
Yes, thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much. And with that, dear viewers, we're going to continue after the break, so stay tuned.
As a part of the national celebration and events, the National Day and Heritage Expo 965, the festival and exhibition was held in the hall and playground of the Palestine Secondary School for Boys in Rumanthia on this occasion of the celebration of national holidays. Let's see this report and we'll be back.
تاريخي مكتبتي ساعاتي ووقتي الكويت مدرستي.
Today we came here on the occasion of the upcoming National Day and Liberation Day of Kuwait, and we organized this cultural exhibition in order to show the speciality of each culture. In this day, the whole diplomatic corps gathered here and showed their specific feature of cultures. In this regard, we, the Embassy of Tajikistan, congratulate the Kuwait government and Kuwaitis with the upcoming National Day and Liberation Day.
In commemorating the National and Liberation Day on behalf of the government of Indonesia and also the Indonesian people, we would like to congratulate you on this very important occasion. So we wish all the leaders, the Amir, the Crown Prince, and also the people the best wishes on this occasion. And this year, we also commemorate 55th the diplomatic relation between Indonesia and Kuwait on February 28th. And before that, I think that we have established the P2P, the people-to-people relation back 100 years before, because we knew that some of distinguished Kuwaiti historian and also the distinguished people from Kuwait, they also visited Indonesia. So again, that on behalf of Indonesian government and the people of Indonesia, we would like to congratulate you, and hopefully our relation will be strengthened in the future, and both countries will enjoy the prosperous and peaceful country as we pray to Allah, the God, the Almighty, that the both country will be cooperate, strengthen in the future.
تاريخي مكتبتي ساعاتي ووقتي الكويت مدرستي.
It's exciting to celebrate another year of Kuwait's National Day, and it's always been different and heart-touching for us. Happy National Day, Kuwait.
We are today here in Palestinian University. We cooperate with Information Ministry and Education Ministry today. We are celebrating in February and for Liberation Day and National Day. And we have many events today in this celebration for 3 days, from today until Thursday. And we have many cooperating with other community in our event. And we are still teach. We are here to give education for the all the trainee, for staff, especially for high school in the morning, and afternoon for the normal visitor. From in the morning from 8:30 until 12:30, in the afternoon from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Most welcome. There is many festival and many gifts for the customers and for all visitor, and most welcome.
أرفع علمها وافتخر طموحي أبنيها وأقدر أعليها بالصج وبالصورة أحلاها خليها دستوري والمنهج هواها لي مبهج والله تبوني.
خطوات زيارة صفحة رزنامة الاحتفالات بالأعياد والمناسبات الوطنية 2023. تكون البداية بالدخول إلى موقع وزارة الإعلام، ومن الصفحة يتم اختيار رزنامة الاحتفالات الوطنية 2023، لتظهر بعدها الصفحة الرئيسية التي تبين الفعاليات بأكملها. وبالنقر على قائمة الخيارات على الصفحة يتمكن الزائر من التجول بين فعاليات اليوم وفعاليات الغد وفعاليات الأسبوع، ليتعرف على الأنشطة التي من المقرر إقامتها حسب التصنيف الذي يتم اختياره. وعند اختيار فعالية معينة تظهر صفحة بتفاصيل إضافية مثل التاريخ والوقت ومكان الإقامة وغيرها من المعلومات. وفي نهاية قائمة الخيارات تجد تحميل الشعار، وهي الصفحة التي تمكن المستخدمين من الاستفادة من الشعار الخاص بالاحتفالات الوطنية وتحميله لمختلف الأغراض المخصصة له، مع العلم بأنه في حالة تحميل الشعار يفضل استخدام أجهزة الكمبيوتر عوضا عن الهاتف نظرا لحجم الملف والمرفقات.
When it comes into celebrating National Day and Liberation Day of Kuwait, Kuwait is really busy in preparing everything for all of the citizens and residents who are actually living in the country to enjoy celebrating this kind of event, especially that it has a memorable memory for everyone. When it comes also into that, we're going to know more about what's happening through Green Island, which is a very, very special place that everyone cherished and had great and amazing moments and memories with the family and friends. With that, we're going to know more about it with my co-host Hanan, who is going to be there at the studio to tell us more about it in the Green Island. So welcome Hanan to us, and of course we're really eager to know more about it.
We have lots of things planned for you, and you know what? This place has the Roman Theater. It has 700 available seats. Lots of families come here to spend their weekends and bring their kids, whether after they're done with their schoolwork or to spend a very nice, relaxing weekend. So stay with me and let me take you on a short tour. Now, as you can see around me, there are so many different activities for the kids to take part in, from games, and I'm being told there's one special kids park right over there. They have special toys, and some have even been imported from abroad, considered to be one of the first in the region. And so this doesn't just contain toys and lots of favorite fun activities, such as the games you see at Carnival. No, they also have a couple of restaurants in case you get hungry or thirsty. And you know what? There's even a boat ride. And you know what? You can even get your own personal guide. What does it involve? You know, a tour around the Green Island. And if you want, your guide can give you some valuable information. It's just such an interesting place. I keep finding new activities to enjoy and take part in, regardless of your age. Please make sure not to miss this one. And as for the 25th of February, there will be special fireworks and a whole new different drone show. It consists of about 2,000 different drones flying across the Green Island. So please make sure not to miss that one. It's a very special show that's only to take place once a year. So please enjoy. And that concludes our coverage of the Green Island. And coincidentally, it wasn't named just that for just being green. It actually contains one of more than 50,000 trees planted here. And as you can tell, the activities are endless. There's so many choices to have fun and just enjoy this time with your family, whether with your kids or even as with your friends. So come take a look. Have fun. There's so many different playgrounds, restaurants, and even little shops. There's even a mini Mubarkiya. Thank you for joining us here, and back to you at the studio.
أرفع علمها وافتخر شوفوها أعلى من القمر أرفع علمها وافتخر طموحي أبنيها وأقدر أعليها.
Well, that was really interesting and really amazing. Thanks to you, Hanan, being there in the Green Island. I'm very sure that everyone who's watching us today is really eager to go with the family and friends, especially when it comes into booking their own tickets in order for them to actually enter and enjoy all of these entertainment things that's actually provided. So hopefully that everyone will enjoy the celebrating with the family and friends, of course. So, dear viewers, we're still going to continue more to know about our episodes, so stay tuned.
يم الرجال المخلصين المخلصين يا عاليا يا عاليا نور الأمل يا ظل الجبين يا ظل الجبين يا فخرنا لما ينادينا الفخر يا فخرنا يا عمرنا يا أغلى من كل العمر يا عمرنا يا أغلى دار يا أغلى دار.
So of course, when it comes into celebrating Kuwait, one of the most amazing places that everyone actually have to go and enjoy their time, and it is Souk al-Mbarkiya. Souk al-Mbarkiya is one of the authentic places that represents Kuwait, and it is the place that gathers everyone there. You can find food, you can find all of the essentials that presents Kuwait in the past, and also you can purchase things for your family and friends to actually present. With that, we're going to know more about all of the events that are happening, especially for the preparation for National and Liberation Day of Kuwait with Gumar.
And we're here today in Souk al-Mbarkiya, where we can find people going around doing their National Day shopping, getting ready for tomorrow, whether it's clothing or decorative items or flags to hang around their homes. You can find it all here. So we'll be back right after this break to explore some more. We're here back at Mubarakia Souk and specifically in front of His Royal Highness Sheikh Mubarak Al Sabah's Kushk. It's created in remembrance of his reign, showing off his different weaponry, some beautiful images, and even some things that he might have worn back in the day. I'd also like to take a moment to appreciate and look at our Kuwaiti flags. We have both the Kuwaiti flag of our past and our current flag here to my right. And I'd like to take a moment to talk about the colors and what they represent to us here in Kuwait. Let's start by talking about the color white, and it is right down the middle. White is talking about the purity of our hearts and souls, and that is what unites us here as a people. And also, I'm going to talk about the color red. The color red is a very powerful and strong color. It's to show off Kuwait's power. And also, we have the color green. Green is to talk about the nature and land of Kuwait. And then finally, the color black. The color black is supposed to represent the past in which we came from and on to a very bright future ahead of us. We are very proud to be here in Kuwait and to show our pride with our culture and traditions here at the Souk. And let's continue our journeys around, and we'll be back. So as we talked about earlier, one way that we love to celebrate the Kuwait National Days is to make sure that we're dressed in the Kuwait national colors and to make sure that the children are also dressed in such outfits in very cute and modern designs. As you can see behind me, there's a bunch of children that are very interested in the designs here because they are both modern but also nationalist at the same time. And it's a great way to implement the pride of a nation by making sure the kids get an idea about these outfits and also get them excited to wear them during the national days and to go out and enjoy their time with friends and family while both looking stylish and prideful for the national day. And so this has been our report about the National Day in Souk Markia, and we're going to go back to the studio with Hiba, my colleague.
Well, thank you so much, Gumar. It was really such an amazing coverage when it comes into Souk al-Mbarkiya and all of the preparation that is actually presented there. Looking at the people roaming around Kuwait, and especially when it comes into presenting the flags, and everyone is actually enjoying their time. This is the kind of occasion that you could actually take it and take the family and your kids to know more about Kuwait and to know more about one of the authentic places, which is Souk al-Mbarkiya. Of course, we're still continuing our episodes, so stay tuned with us. So, of course, when it comes into these special occasions, we had a report when it comes into the College of Social Sciences celebrating the national holidays of Kuwait.
And with the participation of several government agencies and volunteer teams, with that, we're going to see this report and we'll be back.
Congratulate Kuwait for the upcoming National and Liberty Day, and we're here today to celebrate before the national holiday for Kuwait National and Liberty Day.
So we started our team in 2003. We have many of section car, classic sport, drag racing, lowrider, pickup, German car. We have a lot of car. Even the member, we have young girls and even the ladies, they have cars too. We are showing the people what kind of car we have in Kuwait. So today we are doing the car show in the University in Kuwait. So we're trying to give the information about the classic car for the student in here.
I want to say to the Kuwaiti peoples that celebrate, and I'm so proud of their Liberation Day and their freedom day of the war before and like that. But this day for us Kuwaitis, it's a big day for us. So congratulations, and I hope you have a very nice moment at the Kuwait University or anywhere you can hear us right now.
بالفخر والعز رفرف يا علم، انت اكبر من كيان ومن اسم، انت عز ارواحنا وانت فخر نفوسنا، انت يا رمز الشموخ فيك نسمو ونرتفع. بقلوبنا شلناك من قبل الايادي وفوق كل الروس، مو بس البيوت صعبة نرضى لك مكان إلا في عالي السماء، بكل عز وفخر ارفع العلم.
And that was our episode for today. Hopefully everyone enjoyed watching us.
Hope you enjoyed our episode, and thank you for our co-host Hanan and Gumar who participated with us.
See you soon in an upcoming episode, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
تفاءل الشعب من بدو ومن حضري، وبايعوك بملء السمع والبصر، وعاهدوك وفي أعناقهم زغة